Boston go on big runs in the third quarter specifically, kind of like what we just saw here in the second. Banchero said the third quarters have been turning points in both games, so that's something we have to be better at. Boston makes it a point to start the second half fast, and we have to be able to counter that. We have to start the third like we start the game, Dave.
59-51. Boston leading 30 seconds into the third quarter. Apologize for some audio difficulties. Here's Tatum lining up a three, and Tatum drills another one. His 4-3.
Last thing you want to see if you're Jamal Mosley, that hot hand comes right out of the locker room. You run a simple flare action for Jason Tatum with a catch and shoot on his first chance in the third quarter without having to really work for it.
Here's Wagner trying to answer, continues to struggle from deep. He's 1 for 6. Brown gets deep, but he's called for.
See if Orlando now can get a basket here to stop some of this momentum for the Celtics.
Here's Banchero, just 2 points in the second quarter on 1 of 6 shooting. Joseph left wide open, and Joseph swishes it through.
Well, that's big. You've got to use some of Boston's reaction to penetration against them. They're so good at flooding the lane. When that ball comes back out, have those feet set, let it fly. Corey Joseph with a big basket.
White can't hit, and a foul inside. Here's Banchero on the run, looking to attack. He's got 3 fouls, pull-up jumper. Banchero with his second basket since the opening quarter when he had 13 points.
And he uses that size to create a little bit of space before he goes into that jumper.
Tatum, not that time. Good block out by Banchero. He's got just 2 rebounds in the game. He's averaging 10 in the series. Banchero penetrates, try to power that one home.
Al Horford to turn the corner and earn 2 free throws.
First foul on Horford, and on the Celtics as a team here in the quarter game, and has played very well so far in this series. 36 in game 1, 32 in game 2.
3 now. The Orlando Magic have tightened up defensively, and they're getting into a rhythm offensively.
7-0 run by Orlando. Trying to get back in the series. No team has ever come back from down 3-0, so they have to win the night. Game 4 Sunday. White pull up and comes up way short on the elbow J. Again, Banchero clears. Horford's got Banchero. He'll try a 3. Way short. Long rebound, KCP. Wagner. They're basically daring him, and Wagner.
All the time in the world on that one, so he's able to reload it. You don't have a choice, and he gets one to go.
No foul. They're just going to say out of bounds off Orlando. Catch and shoot. Porzingis, no good on the 3. Brown bats it out of bounds. Orlando and Caro, with Jaylen Brown greeting him at the midcourt line. Brown was questionable coming into this game. Bone bruise in the right knee, which has bothered him since February. They double Banchero. They swing to Joseph. Shot clock at 1. Caldwell Pope looking for his first points. Not even close. And that did not hit the rim.
Got to be able to step up and help out his stars.
Tatum calling for the screen, but Carter reroutes Porzingis. And now Tatum looking to drive. And they're going to call him for a palm.
Such an advantage offensively because that defender doesn't know where you're about to go.
5th turnover by Tatum. 13th. For the Celtics. Loose ball ends up in the hands of Wagner. Shot clock down to 4. Wagner going right at Porzingis, who fouls him. That's his 3rd.
So it's just get into his chest and hope you get that whistle.
And Wagner hit in his first 2 games as a Laker in the playoffs. First time since midway through the second at 11 or 10-point halftime deficit. Brown driving through the lane, and a foul is called on the. Banchero downhill, fires underneath. Carter out to Wagner with the blow-by. Lobs. Carter with a slam.
Importantly, they're holding Boston to 1 field goal opportunity per possession.
20 for Wagner, 19 for Banchero, 25 for Jason Tatum to lead all scorers. Shot clock at 4. Celtics playing without Drew Holiday, out with a hamstring injury. Rise and fire, no from White. Ball pinballs to Horford. Now Tatum tries the logo 3. Front rimmed it, and it's rebounded by Carter. And meanwhile, Wagner had an awkward landing. He's hobbling a bit up the court. Banchero trying to back down Tatum. Wagner 4-3, no good. Rebound Brown.
I don't like that shot for Wagner. I think you've got time to attack that closeout. It's Al Horford, and you're so dynamic off.
Finals, 2 finals appearances and a title last year. Current role. Brown missed the second free throw. Got a point though. They're first in 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Midway through the third, Orlando by 2. Really a must-win situation for the Magic, down 2-0 in the series. Banchero just powers his way to the rim, and the throwdown on the
glass just by his sheer power on that drive and taking 2 defenders with them allowed Carter to get in there behind it and clean it up.
All 6 of his points coming here in the quarter. He also has 8 rebounds. Now trying to defend Porzingis. Porzingis just shoots over him and misses the shot. Wagner rebounds. Boston can't make anything here in the quarter. They give up the 3, so Wagner drives and gets the bounce. He's got 22.
That's such a great decision. He just kept taking the space that was given to him. Eventually finds himself at about 12 feet for that short push shot.
18-1 Orlando run. A 6-point Magic lead, matching their largest of the night. Tatum. Underneath pass knocked away by Banchero. Orlando ball. And then White almost stole it. And pass Carter out to Wagner. And then Wagner falls down, lost the ball. Jaylen Brown on the deep catch. Throws it back out near midcourt. White in front of the Magic bench, puts it on the floor, gets deep and scores. Derek White now with 12.
Patience and poise that time for Derek White after Orlando really played well in that possession defensively.
First field goal in 7 minutes for the Celtics. Tatum got the swat there on Wagner. They go to Porzingis with the much smaller Joseph on him. And Porzingis 3 of 8 now from the field, just 7 points.
And missed the last 2 one-on-one post-up turnaround jumpers over Joseph.
Porzingis had 5 points in game 1, but 20 points in game 2 with Tatum out. That one around and out for Banchero. Boston ball down 4-4 to play in the third. Here in game 3 with the Celtics up 2-0. Winner of this series plays either New York or Detroit. 2-1, the Knicks lead that series. Don't forget Lakers-Wolves up next. That series even at 1. Tatum 4-3 over Carter, and he was fouled. 3. And Jason Tatum 5 of 5. NBA play. Pendulum swing in Houston's direction or no?
Well, certainly it's a massive loss, but at the same time, you're getting an opportunity now to go home. You accomplished what you needed to by getting that split on the road. There's certainly still enough there playing in front of that home crowd and Steph Curry on your side to be enough, but there's no doubt Houston will try to take advantage of that if Jimmy Butler's unable to go.
Boston back within 1 after the 3 free throws by Tatum. He's got 27. White blows by, but still maybe got a piece of that, but Carter cleans it up.
Tight game. What needs to be the difference here in the fourth to close this out?
Yeah, I think take out the 3, just make it tough on their stars, and then.
Yeah, if you're the Magic, you go 7 for 26. Not a great night for the 3-point line, but the key number is the discrepancy. Boston only with 1 more made 3.
Now they're tied. 3 and 25th point. Porzingis hits the deck. Brown gets deep, and Brown got it swatted away. That number 2 defense showing up big in the second half, holding Boston to 11 points. Anthony misses inside. Loose ball. And out to Pritchard. Tatum on the bench to start the fourth. Brown looking to take over. Corner 3, Hauser. And he still does not have a made basket in the series.
Just 5 field goal attempts through 3 games. And Hauser averaged almost 9 points a game for them off the bench this year.
Anthony, long 2, got it. The lead is 8
stars. Cole Anthony's played well. Anthony Black, Jonathan Isaac has been a major factor in this game as well for Orlando.
White, he'll pop. Come up short on the 3. Isaac with the rebound. Orlando looking to push the lead to double figures for the first time tonight. And Wagner fouled. First, may have some blood on his lip, and that's why he's got the towel up against his mouth. Well, in honor of Arbor Day, we lost Bill almost a year ago. The Celtics with a class act honoring Bill during the NBA Finals by bringing wife Lori and Bill's 4 sons to one of the. Black was limping just a little bit for Orlando, but he's going to stay on the floor. But he's in some pain. He's trying to defend Hauser. Shot clock at 7. Brown gets past Anthony and all the way to the layup.
He looked like he had nowhere to go when Cole Anthony jumped out and forced him to go toward half court. He just turned the corner and put it into second gear and got to the rim.
Shot clock at 5, and Anthony's pass intended, I guess, for Wagner. And that was not kicked or touched by Boston. Entry pass as Porzingis is
Not enough time to go get a drink.
And Tatum still on the bench for the Celtics. Played 32 minutes tonight. Was listed as doubtful till about an hour and a half before the game. Horford on the floor, so a bigger lineup right now for Boston. Brown gets past his man and gets the layup again. Jaylen Brown was also questionable to play tonight. He's got 16 points and really making his presence felt with Tatum on the bench. Celtics back within 5. Banchero on the back down, spin and fire. That's good. Swishing through over.
Got such great balance when he operates in a one-on-one space to get into that turnaround jumper.
The future's extremely bright for Paolo Banchero in his 3rd season out of Duke. They're going to call a foul on Paul. Pritchard scoops it up. He's got to let it fly, and it's a shot clock violation.
To 19 now.
Banchero magic in those 2 games, but it's the difference so far in this game, and the defense has held Boston to 15 points since halftime. Tatum back on the floor for the Celtics with 27 points. Brown driving, kicks it out, 3-ball. Porzingis, no good. He's 0 for 3 from 3 tonight and 0 for 10 in the series. Banchero clobbered on the drive by Porzingis.
Well, Dave, in the Celtics last huddle, Al Horford, who is generally a very even-keeled player, got visibly frustrated.
So far, so good. 100% of the time. Teams that get a 3, and then maybe even at a 2 on Sunday. Boston's missed 10 straight 3s. Orlando with its largest lead of the series, 11. Brown, well, he got bumped that time. No call, instead of turnover. Wagner driving at Horford. Lays it up, no, but a foul. He'll on Horford is his 2nd. 3rd team foul. Wagner missed the 2nd free throw. Boston ball down 12. Plenty of time. 7 minutes to go. Can they get their offense going again? That has not been a problem all season until tonight. Brown has been the aggressor. They call the push that time. Appreciate as we watch Jaylen Brown continue to play in the playoffs, the amount of times he's hit. He's gotten bigger since last year and stronger since last year, and you continue to see it on display. Good contest by Brown on Banchero. Put up the air ball. Tatum going to work on Caldwell Pope, who's been a non-factor. Out to Horford. Spot up 3. Hit it. Here comes in the regular season, best in the history of the NBA. Orlando up 6 still. 6 minutes to go here in game 3. Celtics up 2-0. Wagner's got 27. Banchero has 27. Wagner looking to drive on Tatum. Missed the shot, moving sideways. Rebound, White.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown coming there as this help defender over the top with that hand bothered Wagner.
Tatum all the way to the goal. 29 points for Jason Tatum. Make it 30 on the bounce and 8 of 8 at the free throw line. 9 straight Celtic points in about a minute, and they're down just 3. Now they get after it on the defensive end. They were 4th in defense, 2nd in offense during the regular season. Banchero penetrates, missed the shot, got it back. Carter has it blocked, but playing just his 10th career playoff game. Carter got them both. 5-point game. Game 4 here Sunday night. Celtics lost 1 road game all postseason a year ago, and that was their last road game. Game 4 in Dallas in the finals when they were up 3-0. Tatum goes behind the back. Ball away over Carter. No good. Wagner got the rebound, keeps the ball up high.
In these types of moments, so the free points are critical.
Pro shooting team in the first round. So piece. Jaylen Brown, 19 points, 6 rebounds. Going to work on Banchero. And Brown slips and falls, keeps the ball though. Now Horford, he'll try a three. Can't get it. Banchero with the rebound. Banchero, extra pass. Wagner's three, no good. Wagner 3 of 9 from 3. Orlando 29%. Boston 35%. Tatum against Banchero. Tatum goes right at his chest and finishes. Gorgeous play.
Orlando is extended, trying to make sure they take away any clean three-point looks.
32 for Tatum. A lot of career playoff game. 7-game series last year. Lost to Cleveland.
I'm sitting over here.
Maybe just a possession or two. We'll see.
Well, look, they've got great depth, and they've got other guys that are money players in these situations. Of course, you've got
Free throw line here in the fourth quarter when it matters most. 4 minutes to go. 6-point lead. Banchero's got 29. Tatum with the ball has 32. Shot clock at 4. Tatum fouled by Banchero. I agree with you. It looked like a clear foul on Banchero.
just needs to be more careful on that contest.
34.
Curious to see what Boston decides to do. 6'10" forwards that have to be the primary playmakers.
Banchero off the bounce, comes up short. Porzingis with the rebound.
He got exactly the shot he wants. That's a very makeable shot for Paolo Banchero, going hard to his right hand for a 15-footer.
Tatum around the Horford screen, draws Banchero on the switch. 10 to shoot. Sidestep three. Tatum for the tie, no. Porzingis offensive rebound, and they're going to call it. Magic trying to get back in this thing. Winner would face either the Knicks or Pistons. Game 4 Sunday ABC with New York up 2-1. Horford wins the tap. It actually looked like Carter tapped it to him. And a timeout has eluded them. They're 2 of 13 from 3 here in the second half. A foul called.
Porzingis' progress, a little bit too much contact down there. And
6 points. And a lot of contact again before the inbound. No whistle this time. Porzingis fakes the pass. Way off with the shot. Orlando ball, 3 minutes to go. 2-point Magic lead.
Yeah, Porzingis been out of rhythm all night, and you can see it on that. He just completely hesitated once he caught the ball. Didn't even realize he was open, and the shot was an afterthought.
He's 3 of 10 from the floor. Banchero, step back three. No good. And Horford boxing out, taps it to Derek White. Magic had an 11-point or 12-point lead rather at 1 point here in the second half. Boston led by as many as 11. That was in the first half. Derek White gets past Caldwell Pope all the way to tie the game. And
it extends you to such an extent. If you're able to beat your man off the dribble, you can get all the way to the rim.
17-5 run. They close the second quarter with a similar run. Spin and finish by Wagner. What a play. Now Wagner trying to defend Tatum. Horford screens. Banchero on the switch. Has Tatum. Shot clock at 9. Tatum putting it on the floor. Spinning, fall away, front rim, no. And it's rebounded by Orlando.
Sensational defense by Paolo Banchero in that one-on-one with Tatum. Perfectly timed his contest.
Shot clock at 8. Wagner going to work on Porzingis. Timer at 5. Wagner driving, layup is good off glass. Pritchard driving on Harris. Underneath, got it stripped. Loose ball. Banchero there for Orlando. Banchero's got to get it across the timeline and does to avoid the 8-second call.
Great activity by Harris to rake down, force that turnover. Now Wagner, another opportunity to operate in the middle of the floor with a live dribble.
Wagner for 3. Ball batted around. Carter hustling for it. On the sideline, out of bounds. They got Jaylen Brown on Wendell Carter. Remember, Brown's got 5 fouls, so it'll be Horford on Wagner. Shot clock at 5. Wagner for 3 over Horford, and Horford blocked it. Out of bounds to the Celtics. Execute. White up the court all the way to the cup. And it's a 2-point game. Nobody stopped. Easiest basket for him all night. 4-second difference in the game, and shot clock's ball batted into the backcourt. Banchero in trouble. We'll see. They get it to Caldwell Pope in the backcourt first. Boston not going to foul. 7 to shoot. 10 on the game clock. Here's Banchero on the wing. 3 to shoot. Banchero driving, doubled, gives it up. Wagner for 3 as the shot clock expires. No. Long rebound. Tatum, they got to call a timeout. They do. They can advance the ball now. They'll put some time back on the clock, you would imagine. It's at .3 right now. It looked like possession came with about a second left. And they can advance it into the front court for the final shot. 2 to tie, 3 to win.
And they lost another second plus with where this basketball kicks off to. Now give Orlando credit because they did eat up all of this clock. Wagner just gets it off. How long the ball's in the air, and then look how long it takes Boston to finally run it down. Looking to me like about maybe .8, somewhere in there.
Which is enough for a catch and shoot. .3 is enough for a catch and shoot as well. But obviously .8 to 1.
Maybe
you don't have
a little bit more than that.
Around a second is what it looked like live, and there in the replay it appeared that the clock definitely ran another half second or so after possession. Ball hit the rim at 2.6. And as of now, they're saying Boston didn't get possession until 2.3 seconds later because of that long carom. They have not gone to the scorer's table yet, but would imagine some time is going to come back on the clock. So if you're Boston, regardless of whether it's .3 or .8, where are you going here?
Well, that's a big difference. .3, if you're Orlando, you've just got to make sure this ball is funneled toward half court as much as you can. And everybody extended.
They're not putting time back on the clock. Surprised by this, but it's at .3. Still enough time for a catch and shoot. White will inbound.